Hi, I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin of RBWins.com. It's Sunday, May 24th. It's time for another edition of my NFL regular season win totals odds. It's chapter 13 of a 32-part series in which we're covering every team. And today it's going to be the New Orleans Saints. The regular season win total right now is 10 to go over 10 regular season wins on the Saints. It comes at a steep price of minus 140. And to go under 10 regular season wins, plus 120. This is a Saints team that went 13-3 a season ago. They won the NFC South very easily. Unfortunately, their season came to an abrupt end in the NFC divisional round game at home against Minnesota, where they were upset by the Vikings 26-20. And right now, recent years, the Saints just can't get over the hump in the postseason. A couple of years ago, losing to the LA Rams, that game, the infamous non-call on the pass interference play involving Nicole Roby Coleman. And boy, oh boy, that cost them a trip to the Super Bowl, by the way. But, look beyond that. Let's just look at their regular season record. Okay, at home during the regular season, they've won 19 of their last 23. That includes going 13-1 versus non-division opponents. Now, couple that with the fact that last year they went 7-1 on the road. The previous year, they also went 7-1 on the road. It's very hard to top 14-2 during the regular season on the road over a 2-year stretch. Matter of fact, I'd really have to go back. Be hard-pressed to find somebody who's done that good over a 2-year period on the road during regular season action. Having said all that, their schedule this year, the 24th overall toughest schedule in the NFL. How do we measure that? We're looking at their opponents in this upcoming season, what their regular season records were a season ago, and then combining those records, and that gives us either, you can look at it two ways, the 24th toughest schedule in the NFL or the 9th easiest. Having said that, this is a New Orleans team. Remember, real good on the road the last 2 years. 7 of their 8 scheduled road games this year come against teams that did not qualify for the playoffs a season ago. So it shapes up pretty well schedule-wise. Offensively, we know New Orleans has been perennially a strong offensive team led by future Hall of Fame quarterback Drew Brees, who's back again. Did anybody really think he was going to sign elsewhere during the offseason? There's no way that was going to happen. At wide receiver, one of the best in the game, Michael Thomas. He's going to be joined by unrestricted free agent signee during the offseason, Emmanuel Sanders, who comes over from the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers, also spent a large portion of his career with the Denver Broncos. And then at tight end, we still have the veteran Jared Cook, even at his age, very productive. And don't underscore the rookie tight end, Adam Troutman out of Dayton. This guy's got all the measurables, and he's going to be potentially a good one, especially if he has a couple years under his belt with a veteran like Drew Brees under center. Running backs in good shape as well. Elvin Camara, one of the most versatile running backs in all of football, and nice compliment as a backup in Latavius Murray, who's a power back. Defensively, the Saints 11th overall last season. That's not too bad when you have an explosive offense. As a matter of fact, if they could hold serve around 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th, somewhere in that area, as far as defensive total yards allowed, this is going to be a successful season for the Saints, because regardless of the one flaw that I see is the depth at wide receiver. And I think we've seen in prior years, Drew Brees has made a lot of average receivers look very good. So my bet is that somebody is going to step up as their number 3 wide receiver and number 4 on the depth chart and be productive for the Saints this year. Getting back to their defense, they signed middle linebacker Kiko Alonso, who is a tackling machine, has been a tackling machine over the course of his career. And they also signed safety Malcolm Jennings, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles. He'll be a nice addition to their secondary. Their kicking game is solid with Thomas Morstead, the punter, and also a very accurate field goal kicker in Will Lutz, and one of the best head coaches in the game, especially as an offensive mind, in Sean Payton. I like the Saints to go over 10 at money line odds of -140. That's New Orleans over 10 regular season wins at money line odds of -40. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Until the next time, good luck, and I'd like to wish each and every one of you all the best on this Memorial Day weekend.